Right now at 5 a.m., a Bell County woman was just released from the hospital after she says a man attacked her with a machete. Also, a new bill has been filed in memory of a cyclist killed in a crash in Lexington. It's meant to toughen DUI laws. And there's plenty of excitement for one central Kentucky neighborhood after some folks say they saw a bear.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning and welcome into you. Hope you're having a fabulous start to your Friday. I'm Rebecca Smith. The hot and humid days continue. Let's check in now with meteorologist Jim Caldwell for a look at what's in store.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty steamy out there today, even more so I think than it was yesterday. Now, the temperature got up to 90 degrees, but today those humidity levels should be a little bit higher, which will actually kind of work against the temperature. It's funny, weather contradicts itself because we have a heat index because of humidity, but at the same time it keeps the air temperature down. It's just messed up. Anyway, more humid than hot as we go through the day today. Temperatures will at least flirt with 90 degrees as we head into the weekend. Storm chances will be on the increase. Defender will be quiet through the morning hours, but I think once we get closer to the afternoon and into the evening, we'll start firing up a few showers and thunderstorms. So the true focus of the forecast is going to be the humidity. That's what it's all about. We'll take a closer look at that coming up for you in just a few minutes.
Well, this morning, a Bell County woman says she's lucky to be alive after a man attacked her with a machete. She says she's actually not sure why she was attacked. WKYT's Hillary Thornton is joining us from the live desk with the latest on this story.
Good morning, Rebecca. The victim, Irene White, says she's not sure why she was attacked and describes it as something out of a horror movie. She says last month, Christopher Dixon came up to her at an apartment complex in Middlesboro, pulled out the machete and started hitting her with it. Police say when they got to the apartment complex, White was inside and had severe wounds from a knife attack. The 38-year-old says no matter how hard she tries, she cannot forget that day. And along with her physical wounds, she is also dealing with psychological scars.
It was like something like out of a horror movie. At first when he hit me in the side of the head and hit me in the chest, I didn't realize that he'd hit me.
Dixon was arrested and charged with attempted murder. White says she now has about 300 staples and more than 600 stitches, but is recovering. Police say they are still trying to figure out what led to the attack. At the live desk, Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
Scary stuff. All right. Thanks so much, Hillary. Well, a deadly crash that happened 3 weeks ago could lead to a change in Kentucky's DUI laws. A Lexington lawyer was killed by a suspected drunk driver in Georgetown. Mark Hinkle was killed while riding his bike in the Horsey 100. Police say the man accused of hitting him was drunk and had prior DUI offenses. A new bill that has been pre-filed would toughen the law on repeat offenders.
I think the most important way to understand it is this is the law that will make sure that Mark Hinkle's, that no other father, no other husband, no other best friend needs to die like this.
Well, the new legislation proposes to extend the current law's look-back period for previous offenses from 5 years to 10. This morning, Ashland police say they found hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of marijuana while investigating a burglary. Police showed up at the home on Palmer Street after spotting a vehicle they thought was connected to a burglary. After getting a search warrant, police went inside the home and found more than 150 marijuana plants with a street value of more than $300,000. Police are now looking for a person of interest in the burglary and the marijuana operation. This morning, a Knott County family is asking for help finding a missing loved one. They say Natasha Jones hasn't been seen since May 7th. On that day, her family says she left a note for her two sons saying she would be back in a few days. Family members say she has left home before but has never been gone this long. They reported her missing about a week ago. Police have followed up on a few tips, but they haven't had too much success.
It's just murder any way you look at it, not knowing. I've never been through something like this before.
The family is now offering a $1,000 reward for information leading to Jones' whereabouts. Well, it's led to the deaths of millions of birds in parts of the country, and now Kentucky's Agriculture Department wants to make sure the avian flu does not become a problem here. The state veterinarian has banned the sale of birds in flea markets, swap meets, and other places where the disease could spread. Kentucky's $1.2 billion poultry industry is among the largest in the country. The spread of avian flu has caused devastation to the poultry industry in the Midwest, killing nearly 50 million birds.
We are not going to allow sales anywhere where birds are commingled for sale to go on until we have a better handle on what this virus is going to do and how it's going to move.
The state veterinarian says the next big risk for the spread of infection will be in the fall when the wild waterfowl will migrate south. This morning, a reward's being offered for information leading to the arrest of the person shooting cats in Woodford County. We first told you about this last week. Investigators say someone used a BB gun to shoot at least 6 cats in the Lanes View neighborhood. 2 of the cats died. Woodford County Animal Control says that PETA is now offering a $2,500 reward in the case. Plenty of excitement in a Madison County neighborhood. Some folks there say they saw a bear. Berea police say they received reports of the bear sightings yesterday afternoon around Lee Page Court. That's off Scaffold Cane Road. No one we talked to in the neighborhood last night said they had seen any bear themselves, but they didn't seem too concerned about it being around.
I love wildlife and got a wildlife camera in the backyard and love getting pictures of the does and so yeah, I would love to see it. I think it's exciting news.
Bears are looking for mates around this time of year. Berea police say if you do see a bear, do not go near it. This is not the first bear sighting in central Kentucky lately. Folks in Waco, east of Richmond, have also reported seeing a bear there in recent weeks. So a continuing issue there in Madison County. Well, this morning you may find a strange sight at a donut shop. Lexington police officers will be on the roof of a Krispy Kreme. It's all for a good cause. WKYT's Mark Barber is joining us live from the restaurant on Richmond Road. Good morning.
Good morning, Rebecca. The Krispy Kreme employees, they're up early just like we are. They're all here getting ready for the day, but they won't be the only ones greeting customers who show up for donuts today. Starting at 6 o'clock, so in just 1 hour, police will start camping out on the roof here of the Krispy Kreme building on Richmond Road for 12 hours. No, the officers aren't planning a stakeout for the donuts. Instead, they're here for a fundraising event called Cops on Donut Shops. Police say while they are here on the roof from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., they will be collecting donations from customers. The money that they raise will go straight to Kentucky's Special Olympics. So a great cause here today, but police will have to deal, like Jim was saying, with a great deal of heat. It's only 5 a.m. and it is already pretty hot out. So if you can, police are encouraging you to help them out with the donation today. So what do you do if you aren't able to swing by this location, but you would still like to give to the Special Olympics today? Well, you do have another option, and we'll break that down for you coming up on WKYT News at 5:30. Live in Lexington, Mark Barber, WKYT.
Good excuse to go to the Krispy Kreme, right? If you needed one. WKYT this morning is just getting started. Thanks for joining us. Still to come, why June is the new December for fans of Orange is the New Black. And we'll tell you why this beach absolutely covered with thousands of crustaceans.
And we'll be tracking a little more humidity out there today, and temperatures are going to be pretty hot. Upper 80s expected throughout the area. We'll take a closer look coming up.